Hello, my dear students. Myself, Nivya KM, Assistant Professor of Department of Business Management, St. Albert's College Autonomous, Ernakulam. Today, we are going to discuss about the topic leadership. As we know that leadership is an important part in every organization. A good leader leads the subordinates effectively to achieve its common goals, means to achieve organizational goals. So, leader is an important part in every organization. So, a leader must have some leadership abilities. So now let's go to what is leadership and what are the some of the important qualities for a leader. Let's see. What is leadership? Leadership is a process by which an executive can direct, guide, and influence the behavior and work of others towards accomplishment of specific goals, which I already discussed with you, that to accomplish a common goal in a given situation. Leadership is the ability of a manager to induce the subordinates to work with confidence and zeal. So, leadership is the ability of a person to induce the subordinates, to prompt the subordinates to do his work effectively and efficiently. So, only a leader can guide his subordinates properly and effectively. So, this is what leadership is. Now, let's go to the topic of how to become an effective leader. Whether you are a new or experienced leader, implementing new or altered leadership strategies can be useful for both you and your team. Even if you are a new leader and even if you are a experienced leader, implementing new strategies in leaderships which will improve your organization, which will improve yourself and which will improve your team. Following are the 10 steps that can help you to become a more effective leader. So now let's go to see what are the 10 steps that helps to become an effective leader. How to become an effective leader by following these 10 steps. So the first point is talking about lead by example. A leader should lead the subordinates. A leader should lead his team members by an example. The subordinate should feel that we should imitate the leader because leader is a perfect example of every subordinate. Leader should be a perfect example of every subordinate. Second one is make decisions. Understand how to make smart and timely decisions. A leader should make smart and timely decision according to the given criteria or according to that given situation. It is important to take the decisions effectively in a timely manner because taking decisions effectively and timely manner will result to a better improvement of that organizations. Being an effective leader often involves many tasks related to decision making, including tasks that might involve complex factors or displease some members of the team. Third point is be honest. Be genuine always. Be honest always. Promote open and honest communication to help your team feel more inclined to come to you with issues or concerns that may arise. If you are more honest and you are genuine to the team members, then the team members will approach you genuinely. So, if you are honest to the team members, then team members may feel a fact that yes, our team leader is genuine, so we can openly say anything to that team leader. So we do not need to hide anything from that team leader. So always try to be honest and genuine. Next, keep your team at the forefront. Yes, of course, a team leader should always try to promote the team members, but you should keep in mind that make sure that your team members are forefront. Try to give them also a chance. Try to give the team members to make decisions. So always make the team members at the forefront. Fifth point is make yourself available. Similarly, you need to make sure you are accessible to your team. For example, when someone on your team faces a challenge and they need to bring it to your attention, it is important that you are available to help them sort out that issue. You should make available to the team members always. Then only the team members can approach you whenever they are facing a different situation, whenever they are facing a complex situation. Then only the team members can approach you, and only you can sort out that problem on that situations immediately if you are available to them. Next, set clear goals. Of course, every team members and every organization's, every leader's main goal is to achieve the organization's main goal, to the growth of the organizations. So set a clear goals to the team members. Say the team members that this is the targeted goals of so and so days, so and so weeks. So you should achieve that goal. So you should a team leader should leader should have a clear cut guidelines on setting the goals to the team members. Seventh one is make effective solutions. When you face certain issues, it is important to think of the long-term impacts and create well thought out solutions. Even if you feel inclined to create a quick and easy solution, a lasting solution can help you avoid similar issues in the future. So try to make an effective solutions whenever the organizations, whenever the team members is facing a complex situations. Try to make an effective solution that will helps both the organization, and that will help both the organization and the team members also. So try to make effective decisions. Eighth one is connect with your team. You should always have a connect with your team. So you should always try to communicate with your team members. Communication helps to make confidence. Communication builds healthy relationship. If you do not have any communication with your team members, then you do not have any healthy relationship with your team members. So you should always connect with your team by have a proper communication with the team members. The ninth point is encourage growth. Encourage growth of your team members and also of your organization. You should encourage the growth of your team members, which I already discussed with you, that you should always make the team members at forefront. Then only the team members can helps to encourage their growth. Then only the team members can help to develop their growth. So you should always encourage the growth of your team members. Last one is pursue development opportunities. Helps to make the team members to give a chance for the development opportunities. You should always try to make the use of your development opportunities, and also you should help your team members to give a chance for the development opportunities. So that's it, dear students. I hope you understand what is leadership and what are some of the 10 steps to become an effective leader. So thank you my dear students.